Have you ever tried to change somebody, tried to help persuade them to live a better life, to change their mindset, to take on new habits, and it just doesn't seem to happen? Like, you give them the advice and maybe they say yes and then they just don't do it. Well, in this video I'm going to tell you how to do that and how I learned and some of my experiences along the way. What's up, legend? It's Sherman here from Geek Psychology, helping you find your true character and level it up so you can play life better. So I remember it was about 15, 16 years ago now. I made a good friend, and throughout that we had kind of clashing personalities. He's an ESTJ. I'm an INFP. If you don't know what that means, that's okay, but if you're in this channel, you probably do. And so we're kind of opposites in a lot of ways. And I just remember, like, he would come to me for advice a lot, and I would try to help him. I would say, this is what I think you should do. This is how I feel about it. This is the morally correct thing to do, whatever it is. And then he would maybe try to implement it and then would come back later with kind of the same issue, same problem. This is not just him. You know, this is a theme across my life, and I'm pretty sure it's probably a theme across your life too, because people come to other people for advice, and when you give them the advice, it's great when they take it, but odds are they don't. And maybe later down the road they do take it, and they're like, see, I thought of this really good thing. It's exactly what you told them to do. It's a little bit frustrating, but that's okay. You know, at least they changed, right? So what I want to do here is help give you a little coaching frame to go through to enable change in other people. Now, I want you to keep in mind that, you know, this is a really powerful tool. Make sure you use this with the right intentions, because you can influence people to do things that are not in their best behavior if you try hard enough. So just getting that out of the way, okay? So the reason why a lot of people don't change in life is because there are these habits that build on themselves, and they create this like foundation, this like the devil I know is better than the devil I don't type thing, right? You've created this lifestyle for you, and it's hard to break from it. And there's a lot of like other systems and other habits and stuff built in around maintaining some of these negative behaviors. And there's also a secondary or tertiary benefit from doing these things. Like, people don't smoke just because they want to smoke. They smoke because it helps them, you know, get a break from the stress. It helps them relieve themselves. It helps them take a little bit of time off work or whatever it is. It you know, it has other benefits. It gives you the tingles or something like that. I've never smoked in my life, but that's what I know about it, okay? And this is with everything, with every habit. You know, whether it's waking up and just eating bad food for you, well, it's probably to get your day started in a way that makes you feel good. So in order to change somebody's habits and influence another person, it's important to make them understand the good things that they'll get from going towards the better behaviors, and the bad things that will happen if they don't change. And then implementing those and really agitating the problem. So ask them, you know, get to really know deep down what's important to them. You know, what's important to you, or what do you want to do? I want to change. I want to stop working this 9-to-5 job. That's just, I feel like a wage slave. It's draining my soul. Okay, well, why do you want to do that? Go deep. Go like 7 levels deep. You know, why do you want to quit working this job? Well, because I said it sucks my life away. Okay, well, why is that important? Because, you know, I need my own time. I need my alone time. Well, why do you need your alone time? Because I need to follow my passions. Okay, well, why are your passions important? Well, because if I'm not following my passions, then, you know, I'm not living towards my purpose. Oh, okay. So living towards your purpose is important to you, right? Like, get down to one of those larger, more important goals than just the surface level. I want to quit this job. And then go the other way. What are the things that are, you know, that you're trying to avoid? What are the things you're afraid of in your life? You know, if we're talking about quitting this job or maybe changing your behaviors or improving your relationships. Like what are the things you want to avoid with this? What are the scary aspects? Well, if I don't quit this job, then I'm just going to be working day in, day out for somebody else. Okay, well, why do you want to avoid that? Because I don't really like the job that I'm doing. It's not fulfilling. Okay, well, why is it a problem if you don't have a fulfilling job? Well, because then I just wake up like exhausted and I don't want to do anything, and then I kind of get agitated. Oh, okay, well, why do you want to avoid being agitated? Because I'm afraid that deep down, like if I explode, if I get angry, then I'm going to hurt somebody really bad. Okay, well, that's a pretty big fear, and then, well, why is that a problem? Well, because maybe if I hurt somebody, that proves that I'm not a good person. And it's really important for me to be a good person and to help other people. Okay, so you get this fleshed out, right? And then poke at it. Like if you don't quit this job, then you're going to continue working this and you're going to eventually explode and you're going to hurt somebody. You're going to hurt somebody probably pretty bad. It could be yourself, it could be somebody else. Like just keep poking at all those things, like, and you won't be fulfilled in your life. And you're going to wake up exhausted every day. And you're not going to, live towards your passions and towards your purpose. And if you're not living towards your purpose, then, you could continue to go on with this, but really like focus on those two sides, the away from motivations and the towards motivations. And, it's not just one. There are tons of these that we all have for every issue, every problem in our life. You can continue to expand. What are the other things that you want to avoid in your life? What are the other things that you want to gain or have in your life? Ask them those kind of questions. It could be on the sly, but you could also do it directly and actually get to know them. And then really like poke on both of those. And that will give you the ability to influence them, to persuade them on a deeper level, on something that's really important to them, and get them to take the changes and see the impact of their positive or negative behavior. And if this helped you, please let me know down below in the comments what resonated for you and what are the things that really motivate you and really drive you in your life. What are your values? Because if you type them out there, if you get them out to the world, then you're more cognizant of them and you're going to more likely use them to motivate yourself as well. All right, so keep up the lifelong questing. Good luck, have fun. Peace.